Good morning, dear colleagues. My name is Daria Shurkachova, and I would like to tell you about a very crucial research that was published in Contemporary Educational Psychology Journal. It is called an empirical basis for linking social and emotional learning to academic performance. I've divided my presentation into 8 main parts. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to try to answer them at the end of the presentation. First of all, I'd like to look at the information about the authors of this article. The article was published by Neil Humphrey, Michael Wigglesworth, Margarita Panayottou. Neil Humphrey is the head of the Manchester Institute of Education. Michael Wigglesworth is a senior lecturer within the Manchester Institute of Education and currently the program director for the BSc Educational Psychology. Margarita Panayottou is the corresponding author at Manchester Institute of Education. The key words of the article are social and emotional learning, social and emotional competence, academic attainment, and logic model. This research was a part of a research project funded by the National Institute for Health Research. The authors incorporated statistics, reports from more early studies on this topic, and archival data. The researchers utilized longitudinal design, consideration of data nesting, use of latent variables, and the simultaneous examination of direct and indirect relations between 4 key CEL components. Moreover, they used structural equation modeling that accounted for within-time covariance data clustering, gender, and prior academic attainment. Now, we come to the purpose of the article. The topic is about direct and indirect influence of social-emotional competence on academic attainment through school connectedness and mental health difficulties. The purpose of the article is to prove that involving social-emotional learning programs can improve school connectedness, academic attainment, and lessen mental health difficulties. The article is divided into several parts: introduction, method, results, discussion, conclusion, appendix, and references. Introduction focuses on direct and indirect pathways to academic attainment. Direct effects through school connectedness. Methods specify various techniques that were used in order to get the results. The results show measurement models and CEL logic model. As the result, the authors present the proposed conceptual logic model that proves that social-emotional competence exerted a significant influence on school connectedness and mental health difficulties. However, the latter was the only significant predictor and mediator for academic attainment, after controlling for gender and prior academic performance. Students with greater social-emotional competence were reported to experience fewer mental health difficulties, and this in turn predicted higher academic attainment. Intervention exposure didn't markedly influence the magnitude or statistical significance of these identified pathways. Collectively, these findings indicate some possible revisions to current understanding regarding the role of social-emotional competence in promoting academic attainment, as its contribution appears to lay primarily in buffering the adverse effects of mental health difficulties. The current study makes a significant contribution to the field by empirically validating some of the mechanisms through which CEL is theorized to lead improved academic achievements. The methodological strength of this study, including the longitudinal design, consideration of data nesting, use of latent variables, and the simultaneous examination of the direct and indirect relations between four key social emotional learning components provide a robust empirical validation of an integrative model that has been notably absent from the extant literature. Thank you for your attention.